Hello, anyone there?
What's up, dude?
Hi.
Oh my God.
That might be the best day we've ever got.
That thing was fantastic. That was like a firework.
It kept on giving.
Oh my God. I thought you guys were going to stop and you didn't stop, so I didn't stop.
Yeah, I thought we were just going to keep going and just forget the interview. Just go, hey, till somebody hangs up. Or Brian walks out. I thought Brian
might have hung up. We don't even
I
know
think
right
Brian
now.
would be the first one to just throw his hat down and walk out.
Why did I say to do this?
And then we'd argue, why did you do that?
Yeah.
We would totally make it his fault.
Yeah, totally. What's going on, gentlemen?
What's happening?
Maybe some introductions are in order, right? Who do we got on the call today?
You got Biker Dude, man. Thank you so much. It's an honor to be on your podcast, man. Thank you very much.
No, we love to have you.
It's an honor to have you on.
No question.
Welcome.
It's a big deal.
Yeah, I was watching your stuff, and I got to tell you, we're kindred spirits, my friend. I'm a huge biker guy, and when you're talking about the places that you ride out in the Midwest here, over by Savannah, by the river, that's my stomping grounds, my man. I love riding out there. I love all the small hole-in-the-wall places to eat. Love everything about it. I couldn't get enough of listening to you today.
Well, I love the energy of, thank you, by the way, but I love the energy of your podcast and that it's not 5 hours long. You know, I'm like so like engaged because, you know, having attention deficit disorder, this is like the most perfect podcast on the planet for me because I'm completely focused, man, and listening, and you guys are totally cracking me up, like with the Kentucky. Hey, is anyone into Kentucky bourbon? I'm like, I'm already hooked. I'm like listening, and it's quiet. And then Kentucky Bourbon Barbecue.
That's a win-win. Yeah.
So let's talk. This has been, you know, the Biker Dude's been super busy here. So what have you been up to, man? You're putting up all these pop-up shops. You're doing smash burgers. How the heck did you get into that? What are you doing? Run us through all that.
You know, I've been a burger fan ever since I was a little kid, and I crafted this burger after the burgers that I had with my grandfather. Like when he would come into town, this was back in the day, and he'd bring me into the diner. You'd sit at the counter. You'd watch the guy griddling the burgers. The meat was from the butcher down the street. The bun was from the bakery right across the street. And they served it to you on a paper plate, fresh baked bun, just amazing meat, seasoned perfectly, pickles on the side, and you ate it, and you wanted another one, like a double, and you wanted another one. And I never forgot that, and the purity of that. And that's what I've always sought across the country, and that's what I crafted myself. I use a local butcher, Ascot Meats. They're an Italian family. They've been in business 53 years, and they're just amazing to work with. It's a round steak, brisket, and chuck blend. And then I hand grind my seasoning. It's 3 salts and another seasoning that I use. And I hand grind it in a molcajete. So those are the keys, and then the fresh baked brioche bun.
You don't put anything outside of the seasoning in the meat, right?
No, not ever. And I don't pre-season the meat or anything. I mean, it's ground fresh for me every day. Like before I cook, I pick it up at 9 a.m. and then in my commissary, I'm meatballing every meatball is 3 ounces, like it's hand weighed. So there's science behind it. I mean, there's ratios, like the meat has to be the double. It has to be a certain ratio, and the cheeses that I use and everything. And then every cook, I do a special burger. Like one that I recently did was, and what is the proper terminology for this? Like I watched probably 5 to 10 YouTube videos, and I kept getting Sichuan, like Sichuan, and people say Szechuan, but I made a Sichuan burger with fresh ground peppercorns, Kewpie mayo, and grandma's red chili sauce, and then it was pepper jack cheese, and people just freaked over it. But those Sichuan peppers make your mouth come alive, like it doesn't rock you. And I've never seen anyone do a Sichuan smash burger, and it sold out the last 2 cooks that I did.
No, I always thought Szechuan was mostly for like Chinese beef kind of stuff, but that sounds fantastic because I enjoyed it.
No.
I enjoyed it that way. I can't imagine what it would be like in a burger.
I think it says Szechuan.
Szechuan?
Szechuan.
No, that's a Mexican
for
burger.
tacos.
Oh, that's the Mexican? That's the Mexican?
Yeah.
Szechuan too.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I still always have my double classic, my triple, and my quad.
Whoa.
And we have an eating contest, and our champion,
9 ounces.
he ate 5 triples
Whoa.
in an hour and 10 minutes. So that's 5 triples. And now we have a challenger that's going to do, what's he going to do? 4 quads and a single to beat this guy.
Wow. Was his name Joey Chestnut?
Yeah, we need to get Joey. I think you can.
Is that 15? Was that 9-ounce burgers or 8-ounce burgers?
Joey's only hot dogs.
Yeah, he only likes the dogs.
Yeah, he only likes the dogs.
15 times 9. What's 15 times 9? He had 15 burgers, right?
But he got
5
8
triples?
quads.
8 quad, 32 burgers.
Wait a minute. He's local. How do we not get this guy in person? Set up a grill over here.
Yeah,
and he
and have him
could
talk
talk
us.
us. He could
So bad
talk
right
us
now.
through it. He could literally talk us through the
so
process.
bad. We could do a video.
Yeah.
Do a video with him doing
Absolutely.
this.
Yeah.
I like what you're thinking.
Yeah.
So do you go to breweries? Where do you usually go? Like, where do you set up these pop-up shops? And how does that work? And how do people find where you're going to be?
Well, they just follow me on Instagram. Biker Dude Burgers is the best way to follow me. And then I was doing event pages all the time on Facebook, but it's just kind of a drag. I just think I just I post once a week where I'm going to be, the time that I'm going to be there. And it's breweries. I go as far south as Oswego Brewing and as far north as Kishwaukee Brewing.
Nice. That's not too far
and I'm
from
booked
us.
for the entire year, Wednesdays through Sundays for all of 2021.
And when you sell out, how many are you selling for your sellout?
It goes anywhere from during the week. It could be 70 doubles, which is 140 patties, all the way up to 120 to 150.
Wow, that's a good number.
You're feeling it, like your elbows and shoulders after because I'm literally smashing. It's not cliche. I'm literally smashing all those patties, but it gets that lacy, crispy edge, and then it's juicy in the middle. So it just satisfies all those things that you're looking for in a burger. And I don't brag about my burger. I've already experienced just many people coming up to me, but having one person tell me it's the best cheeseburger they've ever had in their life, like literally rocked me one night because, to me, it's just a good damn burger.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I'm not going to brag about my burger, but to have someone come up to you and say that to you when you put effort into something, it's so humbling and it just rocks you to your core. And my dreams have come true. To have even one person tell me that is one of the coolest things I've ever experienced.
And
in my life.
I know what you're feeling because this last weekend I had the mother-in-law over. I made some burgers.
Yeah.
She said it was the best burger she ever had.
Really? The
Best
mother-in-law?
burger.
Wow.
Yeah.
Best burger.
Yeah.
Best burger. But then she was
That's
just
huge
saying
for your mother-in-law. That trumps it all.
she loved it. And then she kept just saying everything was the best. So I'm like, wait a minute here. All right, there's something fishy going on here. She goes, you park the best. And I'm like, stop. What? Why is everything the best?
She was drunk.
I've got a couple ideas that you can do when you're out there with the pop-up shop. Is it a flat top? So is it a flat top grill?
Yeah, it's the Blackstone 36.
Oh, that is a good one. How about this? This is what you should do. Little hibachi. What do you think? A little hibachi? Not just keep doing the same smash burgers, but do the whole thing, the hibachi entertainment.
With
that
the
they do.
volcano?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, do the volcano. Yes, do the volcano. You can flip burgers at people. Don't tell them to open their mouth. Yeah, yeah.
Caramelized
You can do the egg roll.
Yeah, flip a whole quad right in the guy's mouth.
I love this.
Better hope Homer Simpson's catching those things.
I'd love to see those things land on the forehead and just burn the shit out of people.
Kids. They're just hitting kids. So here's the thing. I don't have a motorcycle, but I've got the Jeep with the top off. So it's kind of the same thing.
I think it's
No? No, I can't just ride next
I'm
to
with you in
him.
the Jeep.
You
I'm
can
in the
be
Jeep.
biker
You want
dude,
to come with me to the
I'm in
Jeep?
the Jeep,
And we'll
yeah.
go when he goes
It's
review
not the same
stuff.
at all.
Yeah,
What do you think?
I'm in.
It's not the same at all.
Yeah.
Pretty
I'm gonna-
close.
I'm going to ride my electric skateboard.
But it's far.
Yeah.
I can
some
charge
of
a
these
couple times.
places are a little
The
far.
electric skateboard's just like the Jeep.
You son of a bitch.
100%.
We could take our kids' scooters, Don. I think we'd fit right in.
Yeah.
The razors?
Yeah,
Yep.
2 wheels, man. And any two wheels, I'm down. Like I have a 80-year-old guy that rides by on his little moped he has long hair and a white beard, and every time he fucking flies by, I'm like, yeah, dude, because I just like look at him, and I'm like, fuck yeah, like I get stoked for him, and I'm like, that could be me someday, and it probably will be. But he's on 2 wheels and bicycles too, dude. I love trail riding on my. We have amazing bicycle trails in Illinois.
Yeah.
Have
I
you
get as
tried?
much enjoyment out of that as I do riding.
Have you tried like dirt bike trail riding? Like out in Wisconsin, they got beautiful trails out there to do some cruising around on.
I've heard that's amazing, man.
Yeah.
I have not done that yet.
Go to Kettle Moraine State Park. Great mountain biking.
I've ridden my motorcycle through there, but not on the trails.
Yeah, they got
man.
some really nice. I went to college out there, and we used to mountain bike out there all the time. Great trails.
Have you ever
Gorgeous, man.
sat on a war memorial tank cannon with your buddies?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Have you
All
ever done
three of
that?
them.
No,
Uncomfortably close.
Yeah.
You got to add that part. Like uncomfortably close to each
So
other.
he's not a cannon rider.
Soldiers,
not a cannon rider.
Soldiers Grove, Wisconsin. That's where it all happens.
Soldiers Grove.
Yeah. Beautiful town.
Yeah, Chapman makes sure he gets his buddies and sits on the
great
cannon.
hotel. Yeah, I make him sit on the cannon. Everybody has to sit on the
Hands
cannon.
on each other's hips, everything.
And that's kind of what I want to know is as
throttle.
bikers, if you're with, and I'm going to guess most bikers have a biker gang, right? So when you're with your biker gang going past these other 3 bikers that are sitting on the cannon, what do you think? Do you get off?
Soft-serve
Do you get
cone?
off and push them down? I mean, what do you do? Do you kick dirt on them?
Hey, listen, getting up on that tank alone is a full-time job. When you're wasted,
no, we just hit the
dangerous.
the throttle and get as far away as we can.
Smart move. So I got a better idea for you. This is because I always like to ask, like, what's next on the horizon? Are you going to be doing something? You know, you've got it going really. It's a well-oiled machine right now. But here's what I think. I think it's time to bring it to the masses, not just the people that go to breweries. I think everybody. And here's how you do it. You go get a van and you put a little speaker on top, a little jingle, and you drive through neighborhoods.
You just get back from
Drive
Mexico.
through neighborhoods. And you put
fucking
things,
love it, man.
yeah, and you can also sell bomb pops if you like. So you could sell a burger and a bomb pop.
And dime bags.
Burger, pop pops, and dime bags.
I love it.
I like burger and bomb pop even at the breweries.
Yeah.
You got to
You
do
should, yeah,
that.
burger, go and get some bomb pops, burger and a bomb
I
pop.
love that shit.
You throw a freezer on that bus now.
Freezer in, a burger and a bomb pop.
That's no
Delicious.
overhead at all.
Yeah.
The wild thing is I can totally picture it, man, in my mind, man. I freaking love it, dude. That's freaking killer.
But he only likes 2 wheels, so he has to ride one of them carts.
Oh, he does.
Where the cart's up front.
Yeah.
The hibachi, he rides up on the bike.
So are you going to be just, kind of going through it? So you're doing this now. Is there something on the horizon that you want to do? Obviously, you're going to get back into the videos too. But is there something that you're looking at in the future as well to maybe hit or do?
Brick and mortar-ish?
Yeah, I don't know about brick and mortar. Does anybody do a brick and mortar anymore?
They shouldn't be.
No.
Real estate.
He's got the right thing. He's got something that he's passionate about.
Yeah.
He believes in it.
Yeah.
And if he sticks with it, his life is spiritually full.
Yeah.
He's doing what he wants to do.
Well, maybe he wants to do another hobby, like a magician. What do you think? Are you good at
The Magic Burger Show.
Yeah, you
I
good at
love
magic?
it.
No,
That's a great
take
idea,
burgers
Donna.
out. He's just gonna go to these places and do magic. They're gonna hire you to
Out
do
of
the
the
burgers.
van?
He's gonna, and he says, you know what?
Getting arrested
I don't
for
want to
sure.
do. I don't want to do burgers anymore. I'm gonna do magic.
No, we're taking it on the road, brothers. We're going to be in. I got to spread the biker dude burger love.
Yeah, you do.
Ah.
So we're going to be cooking in Florida from mid-Jan to mid-February at different breweries and companies and everything down there. And I want to spread the seasoning love too, because I've had people copy everything that I do and they don't have the seasoning. It doesn't taste the same.
Right.
It's weird, man. Like it was a weird thing. Like the night before my first ever cook, like I'm sitting there and I'm drinking beers. I got a good buzz going and all of a sudden, like it was almost like a voice. It's like, you got to create your own thing, man. And I was like, all right, well, I'm going to combine some of my favorite salts, some other things, and grind it. And this fucking molcajete that I bought like 15 years ago and I never used it. I never fucking used it. And texturally it feels fantastic. It looks amazing. And I used it that first night and I never looked back. And now we already have a couple, like there's 2 or 3 breweries that are going to be carrying it. A new smash burger restaurant is only using our seasoning now. So there's just different avenues that are coming. But yeah, I want to see the country too. Like I've been in outside sales my whole life.
You've been mostly touring the Midwest area, right?
Yeah, just Chicagoland actually. So I definitely want to, see the country. I want to be in Michigan next summer for a couple weeks, like pay for, work my ass off, but then have 2 or 3 days of the beach in Saugatuck or wherever we're at.
Where in Florida are you thinking? Because that's like 3 different countries down there. It's like 3 different worlds. I mean, you go Miami,
South
that's
Florida.
You go Orlando, or you go like Daytona. That's whole.
Yeah. That is two
Yeah,
different worlds.
so we'll be in the Tampa Bay, like Largo, St. Pete area for 2 weeks, and then we'll be on the Delray, Fort Lauderdale side for 2 weeks.
Oh, you're gonna love it.
Those are great areas. Yeah.
We're already booked, so it's good, man. So that way I know I can eat. I'll be able to buy my groceries while I'm there.
So real quick, and then, I know, listen, man, I really appreciate you jumping on and taking the time with us, and it's late, but I have one question, and this is the smash burger question. When I make my smash burgers, and I am not a professional by any means, but when I'm doing it, man, I like to get it super thin. I like to get the crispy kind of on the outside, but I'm starting to see, and I don't know if I'm doing it right or not, so I'm going to ask you here in a second, because when I go to a lot of restaurants, they say that they're selling smash burgers.
Yeah.
It's like a goddamn meatball. The thing is huge. It's like, it's not a smash burger. And then I start thinking,
Maybe you're doing it wrong.
Maybe it's me.
Yeah.
So what is it?
No, I totally agree. Like, I think that there's a ton of restaurants and pop-ups out there that say they're doing the smash burger, but it's not a smash burger. I mean, it has to have those thin, like, outer edges. I mean, it has to extend, even on a 4-inch bun, it should extend like 2 inches outside of that bun. So when you take that bite, you're getting like the meat really first. I mean, it can't be, I know exactly what you mean. I mean, it doesn't even look like a smash burger.
No.
It looks like a quarter pounder from McDonald's.
It does. And I wanted to complain. I'm not a complainer, but I almost became a complainer.
Now I'm curious. Do you have a smashing tool, or do you do it with the spatula?
Yeah. Oh,
Great
no,
question.
those spatulas are fucking bullshit, man. They are such bullshit. Like, I did the whole research thing, like Google, like everything. I ordered like the top 5 fucking spatulas, and thank God I experimented before my first cook and did my research, because I would have been fucked. So I did all of that, and I was like, this is not going to work. Like, even their number 1 or 2 wouldn't smash shit. Like, didn't do anything. And then you have to have like a huge weight to push it down. And I'm an A to B person, whether it's drinking, working out, riding, sex, everything, man. Let's just get it going,
Yeah.
So it's like, I was like, I gotta reach out to an expert, man. So I reached out to my buddy. It's no longer there, but he sold his Frank's Original to another company. They were in Lake Geneva. And he had won a couple burger competitions. I was like, hey, brother, like, he was a friend. Can I come up there? This was in February. Can you train me, man? Like, I want to learn how you do it. And he pulled out this thing, man. I was like, what the hell is this thing? Like, it was a steak weight. And it's called the Valra. And I was like, what? He goes, he did it, and it looked like, he made it look so easy. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to rock this out, man. And I mutilated like 7 straight burgers, like trying to replicate what he was doing.
Too powerful?
Yep. Like, I mean,
you got to ease in a little finesse. You don't go right in for the.
Can't pull off too quick either.
Yeah. So that A to B thing didn't work really well for me right out of the gates, man. So I was like, plus I was worried about cutting into his profit margins. He's like, he's training me for free, and I'm just going through all of his burgers.
Yeah.
And then I finally got it, and I was like, all right, man. So I've never looked back. Like, that's because it's an all-in-one, but you got to use the 2.5 pounder. Like, that's the key.
Yeah. I do it a little different. What I do is, one of the things that don't get a lot of work at my house are the Christmas cookie cutter decoration things. So I use those for my hamburgers too. So sometimes you'll get a snowman. Maybe you'll get a Christmas tree. Yeah, maybe it'll be a star. You never know, but people love it when they come over to my house.
They're mini burgers.
Yeah, they're mini burgers.
Mini smash burgers.
Yeah, people love them.
Now, wait, do you cut them out after you cook them or before?
No, I cook them out before, and then oh my God, a Christmas tree. This is great. In July?
Oh,
so
that'd be a killer video, man. That'd be an awesome video.
There you go. You're set.
Yeah, it's a lot of dumb things I do.
Snowman smash.
I think it's pretty smart, actually.
You're onto something.
You think I was onto something?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, can I tell you? That might be the smartest thing I've ever heard you say you do.
How do you get the buns in the snowman, though? You got to get the buns
You
cut the
cut
same.
them too.
Yeah, you
That's
cut
what he does.
exactly. I cut the buns as well.
Oh, shit.
Yes, and then
Let's get the grill going.
yeah.
Next level here.
Yeah, and then when it's done, you get a nice little sugar cookie. Biker dude, man, this was fantastic.
This was awesome.
I really, really appreciate it. I mean, this is honestly probably my favorite interview ever. So I really appreciate it.
He said that like last week. So
All right.
And the longest day.
He learned that from his mother-in-law, by the way.
I did.
You were the best one.
You've been
I
the
can't wait
best
to
interview.
hear that intro again.
You've been the best interview today.
But I'll tell you, get ready because you may see the Fiddly Dickers on Friday.
Oh boy, here we go.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Dude, hey, thank you so much for calling and taking the time. It's been awesome.
Thank you guys, man. Like I said, it was an honor, man. Thank you so much for having me on, man. I'm a huge fan of your guys.
We are
it, man.
fans of yours now.
Love it.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Well, you have a fantastic night. Thanks again.
All right. Thanks, brother.